Hello, welcome to Tarina Presents, and I present to you from the living room, live from the living room. I had it all figured out before I even started this. Now, today I present to you Happy First Contact Day to all my Trekkie friends out there and everybody that likes Star Trek. So, I decided to record this one today. I am still recording stuff tomorrow for my channel and for my podcast, but today is just a visual Trek talk. And this week is discussing my favorite Deep Space Nine episodes. Now, Deep Space Nine, I haven't watched in a couple of years, so I had to really go from memory and reading and going on the internet and reading the plots of every episode to really get a list. And it's not really a big list, but these are my favorites. So here we go. Q list. Of course, I like anything with Q in it, and you know, the fact that Cisco knocked Q on his ass, it's always entertainment. Excuse my language. Oops. Beep it. Alright. Anyway, but yeah, it was funny. And he never returned again. Maybe Picard should have did that. I really wish they would have. Actually, Deep Space Nine should have brought back Q, but I understand why they didn't. But it was still funny. So the next episode was the Nagus. Anything to do with the Ferengi was always entertaining on Deep Space Nine, especially involving Quark. Blood Oath. Blood Oath I like because I like the fact that despite Jadzia Dax's appearance on that show, y'all know she's a Trill and, you know, the host and everything, that stuff. The three Klingon quote-unquote brothers that she made the oath with did not look at her and say, oh, you're not Klingon anymore. They looked at her and say, hey, our oath's there, you're still my friend. I love that. Also, I love the fact that the three Klingons that played, the actors that played those three Klingons, played their younger versions of them back on the original series. So they used the same actors, which was awesome. And it was a really good episode. Next one's Fascination. Now, Fascination, I wrote in quote, parentheses on my paper here, a Mama Troy episode. Y'all know I like any episode with Lysana Troy. And poor Odo became Troy's fascination. Every time she popped onto that station. And that rhymed, didn't it? Yeah, that was found that entertaining. Next one's The Way of the Warrior. That's a Worf episode. I wrote this list. I made this list out last week, so I can't remember exactly what The Way of the Warrior is, but the episode right now. But when I read it, it's like, yeah, I like that episode when it came on the air. Obviously, my favorite of all Deep Space Nine episodes, Trials and Tribulations. Obviously, because it's a throwback to, you know, The Trouble with Tribbles. And I like that they used old footage from that episode and cut it into the Deep Space Nine episode. And also like how Jadzia is like, how you say, fangirling over Spock, which I don't blame her because I did the same thing. And some funny little stuff on there. Yeah, I always, everything was funny. And then, you know, the Bashir and O'Brien teasing Worf and Odo teasing Worf after when they look at the old Klingons and the new Klingons. Yeah, really, that hands down is my favorite episode of the Deep Space Nine series, hands down. And the final one on this list, which, like I said, wasn't a big list because I haven't seen Deep Space Nine in many years. What You Leave Behind. The final episode of the series. It took me a while to watch that final episode because when it was originally on the air, I kept on missing it because for some reason they changed the UPN changed the time and the day of the series, and I never caught it, and I wasn't really that interested in it when I was a teenager because I was a teenager when it was out. But excuse my hair. My hair is going all over the place. Yeah, my hair is all, yeah. Anyway, so but when I finally got to watch what You Left Behind. I had to get the title right. It was good the way I don't. It gave decent semi closure to every character on the series, but it could have been better. I will admit that. It also, but and I say semi closure because it's not really closure. It's more of a continuation. Even though, spoiler alert in case y'all haven't watched the final episode or anything of Deep Space Nine. Captain Sisko going to the Prophets. It's not really closure. He could always come back. Same thing with everybody else. But it was a decent explanation to what happened to the crew, the people of Deep Space Nine, the family of Deep Space Nine, because everybody, regardless of where they came from, was family on that series. So there you have it. That is my favorite Deep Space Nine episodes that I can remember because of that series, and that's what I wanted to, share that on First Contact Day, because why not? And on a side note of First Contact Day, how many of y'all watched this movie? I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to plan on watching it tonight. But what's your favorite part of Star Trek First Contact? Let me know in the comments. My favorite part of Star Trek First Contact is some of the lines that Data said to the Queen, Borg Queen. Specifically, see if I can say it right without messing up the line. To consider itself perfect is often signs of delusional mind. It's just the way he said it. I also like when the Borg Queen kind of teased Data. Yeah, that was good. They had a lot of good stuff in First Contact. So, what's your favorite scenes of First Contact? Just my little side note. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Sorry I couldn't be more involved with Deep Space Nine, but I told myself, and I think I told y'all, that I'm gonna do a show for every series that I watch. And this week is Deep Space Nine. So there you go. And you have a great day. And I'll see you next time on Trina Presents. Be sure to click that follow button or subscribe button. And I'll plan another video and my podcast tomorrow. So keep a listen out and a lookout.